Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's find out what's been on the hook. Well, a lot of things have been on the hook this week. I've really enjoyed my weekend. I did a video last Thursday, and if you didn't see that, you might want to go back and take a look. I did talk about the Lucy cardigan, and today I'm going to talk about that one more time before I start finishing her up. And I'm also going to talk about the new sweater that I'm wearing, some project bags, 2 different kinds of project bags, and some happy mail and a catalog review. So let's quickly get into this. If you'll stick to the end of this video, I have a brand new video from Jo of Jo for Totes. She's made 2 beautiful bags for 2 different ladies. So stay tuned for that. It's a beautiful video. It'll be at the very end of this video today. First of all, you know that I gave shout outs to all the people who wrote me a Christmas card this year, and next year I'll do the same thing. I really like it. It's quick and it gives that person the feeling that I actually got the card and I read the card and I appreciate the card. I want everyone to know that every card that I receive, anything I receive in the mail is dear to me because it's been sent to me by someone who watches my channel, and that's exciting. Thank you to all the new subscribers as well. And before you click away or have to do something different, go down to the bottom of the video and click the like button if you don't mind. That would help me so very, very much. Today is January 31st, and I have a Christmas card that I just picked up. So it was really exciting to open my post box and see a Christmas card. But I have a Christmas card here from Natalie at Natalie's Closet, and she is in Florida. It's a beautiful card. It has lots of bling on it. Really like that. So anyway, thank you for that Christmas card. I appreciate it, Natalie. As you know, I get lots and lots and lots of catalogs in the mail. This is Hirschner's, and it's their big spring sale. And this is the catalog that came out last time I received a catalog. It had this on the front. And so what they've done is they've just added a page to it, and they're talking about a big spring sale. Most of the items they have in here are for crafts. They're yarn, cross stitch, quilting, a lot of latch hook kits in here, lots and lots of puzzles, hardly any diamond painting. And I believe this is where I received my diamond painting. It might have been Mary Maxim, but I think it was Hirschner's where I bought my very first diamond painting, and that is this one right here, and it's called 4 Seasons Sparkle. It's 4 trees, and the trees are about this tall, and they're 4 trees in a row. I'll see if I can find a picture of it, and I'll put the picture on the side of my video right here, but I really loved doing that. It's not a full coverage. It's not diamond painting on the whole canvas. There are some parts of the canvas that are empty between the trees, and it's really beautifully done. I really like it. It's by Diamond Dots, which is a great company to buy from. Their drills, or their diamond dots, I guess you could say, are high quality. You never have to worry about them being stuck together or odd sizes or lots of junk in the bags. You don't have to worry about that. Diamond Dots is a very, very good brand to buy, and they sell it in Hirschner's catalog. They also sell it at Joann's. If you go to Joann's, you'll see lots of diamond paintings by Diamond Dots, D-O-T-Z. So if you're looking for a first diamond painting, that would be a good one to buy because you know that it's going to be high quality. And you can also buy one that's not fully covered, and it would take you a lot less time. You'd get that feeling of accomplishment and not have to spend 150 hours doing a diamond painting. Speaking of which, I will show you my diamond painting of the Virgin of the Lilies on Thursday. I plan to do another video, a video that will cover some other projects that I have and some new projects. I just want to split these up because there was just too much to do today, and I also have a video from Jo for Totes, so I wanted to not make the video so long that you would get tired of watching. So I want you to stay with me. So I'm going to cut this one in half and do the other half on Thursday. So I hope you don't mind. Both will be plenty long. There was just too much to talk about in this particular video. Moving right along, let's talk about what I'm wearing today. I've been talking about this sweater for several weeks. This is the Canyon sweater. It's made with Heartland yarn by Lion Brand. There's the label that you'll see that. I think in Joann's they have Lion Brand yarns, and Heartland is one that they do carry. It's 100% acrylic. These two colors that I used were Joshua Tree and Black Canyon Tweed. Those are the two colors that I used. Beautiful, beautiful together. Now I'm going to stand up and show you how I made this particular sweater. Now stepping back, I wanted to show you what the sweater looks like in full view. I have a large black band around the bottom that's done with the Black Canyon Tweed. Also, that color is used around the ends of the sleeves and also around the neckline. And I wanted to have lots and lots of the Black Canyon Tweed because it's so beautiful. It really is beautiful, and it sets off this green Joshua Tree very, very well. And again, as I mentioned in my last video, one of my subscribers has bought the blue to go with the black, and I can't wait to see how hers looks because it's a beautiful, beautiful blue that Heartland is in their line. I think there are two different blues, and both are quite gorgeous. So they would look very, very nice with the Black Canyon Tweed. So I used the green Joshua Tree, and I really like it. I have a lot of ease in this sweater. They're probably, I'm thinking 8 inches of ease in the sweater. There's plenty of ease. I also started the yoke. I connected the yoke kind of low. I went down a little bit farther than I usually do, and I gave the armhole a lot more room here, and it's about maybe a 9-inch, which would be an 18-inch around armhole, and you can of course make yours as big or small as you want, but that's how I made this one. This is a very relaxed sweater, and the Heartland yarn really works with that very, very well. It's very soft. It's very drapey, so it doesn't stand out. So the ease that I put in the sweater is absorbed. It looks very, very nice in this particular sweater. Now, a stiff sweater is hard to put a lot of ease in it because it's going to stand out just like that. But this one kind of hugs my body. I like it. It's very, very comfortable. I also used a special row pattern for the body, and it's not difficult to do, but I kept on with that on the body. But as I said last time, I changed up the sleeves, and I used an easier sleeve stitch so that it would be easier to decrease for my pattern buyers. I want this to be for beginners, advanced beginners, and I want you to be able to make it. I don't want it to be so difficult that you quit, you give up. And so I changed the sleeve to be a little bit easier to make, and it looks just as nice as it would out of the specialty stitch. So I really like it the way it turned out. I'll show you the back. The back is just about mid-hip length, but of course you can make it as long as you want. So the beauty of the pattern is that you can make lots and lots of changes if you want to, and I work with you on that. I talk about optional treatments for sleeves and for the band. All of those things you can do on your own because there are no stitch counts and there are no sizes in my patterns. You go by the measurements that you take of your own body, and then we make it to fit you. So that's the focus of my Etsy shop and my patterns that I offer. So just wanted to let you know that. Wanted to give you a look at the Canyon sweater. The pattern will be out on, I hope, on Thursday. It'll be a pattern rollout on Thursday. So I'm counting on that. I hope I can finish the pattern in that amount of time. But I have written most of it, so I'm in good shape. And just be looking for that on Thursday when I release my late week video. Now, I was keeping my Canyon sweater in one of my project bags, and I'm going to show this one more time. This is an on-the-hook project bag. It has an on-the-hook logo on the front, which is embroidered. It is totally embroidered, and embroidered very beautifully, I must say. I found a company that could render that perfectly the way I wanted it. I wanted to say Wearable Crochet Style along the bottom, and I wanted it to be readable, and it is. They've done a beautiful job of the embroidery on this, and in so doing, it takes a while to get these bags. And I was keeping my Canyon sweater in here, and I'm soon to move that out and put something else in here, but I wanted to show this because I had a few in pink, and those went the first minute that they were on the Etsy shop last week. And I'm really sorry about that. A lot of you wanted a pink bag, a lot of you wanted a blue bag, and we ran out of both. So I have a new shipment that just came in. It's a back order of blue bags. I have 9 blue bags, and I'm going to put those out on the Etsy shop on Tuesday at 6 p.m. On Tuesday at 6 p.m. So be looking for that. That'll give you time to watch this video, and you'll see that I'm saying that at Tuesday at 6 p.m. Tuesday is February 1st. So February 1st at 6 p.m. Those will go on sale on the Etsy shop. And I just wanted to say that on my video so that you'd be looking for those. Some people were asking me about the bags and when they'd be back in stock. So I have 9, and then I have another order coming in a long time. I don't know how long that will be. So this was the tail end of an order, and I just wanted to put those out there on my Etsy shop. So anyone who would like to get a blue bag, you can go out on Tuesday at 6 p.m. and you could probably purchase one then. Crystal is going to come over and model my Lucy cardigan. This is made from Best Value, and this is a Mary Maxim product. A Mary Maxim product is called Best Value. You've heard me talk about it. I'm still loving this yarn. I really am loving this yarn. It is soft. It is easy to crochet. It's not a big fat worsted, but it is considered a number 4 worsted. This is the color Neutral Ombre. And there's one other ombre that they have, which is a spring ombre. It's pink and green mostly. And I did buy some of that. I'll be working with that in the spring maybe. But right now, I wanted to work with the Neutral Ombre. Love this pattern. It's going to be so much fun to make for everyone because it's a cardigan. A lot of you have asked me for cardigan patterns, and I have a couple out there. Maybe 2 or 3 out there, but I wanted to offer one in more of a regular kind of yarn. I was using specialty yarns for the others, and they are fun to make. But this is done with just a worsted. You can pick this out of your stash, get some worsted, and you're good to go. Now, each one of these skeins from Mary Maxim has 342 yards. This is my second skein that I'm on now. I still have quite a bit, maybe half of it there. So I've used about maybe 400 or 500 yards so far on the body of the sweater. It's about this long. It's not very long, but I'm not going to make it extremely long, but I am going to bring it below the waistline. And then I'm going to also put I'm going to crochet an edging on this. And if I get really wild, I might do some buttons and buttonholes. I don't know. I don't really like buttons and buttonholes on cardigans, but hey, stranger things have happened. So I thought I would experiment with it. So that will be a black edging on here. This is where I've stopped around this on this round right here. I didn't finish the round. I stopped in the middle of a round, but so far it's looking very, very nice. It fits very well. It's not a tight fit, and it's not a real loose fit either. I tried to make it just right across the bust, but I actually measured it like I do for my pullovers. I measured it the same way, so actually the measurement is like as if these were connected here. And I measured around for the bottom of the yoke. I connected the yoke under the arm right there, and then I continued on with the body. So typical top-down pattern, but I do have, if you have a solid color yarn that you want to use for this, I have some specialty rows in here, but you can't see them with the ombres. I've always said, if you have a busy yarn like this, you don't have to have specialty stitches to show off your crochet. But if I was making this from a solid color, I would want those specialty rows. There's one right here. There's one down here right here. And I believe there was one up here. But I don't have any way to show you those because it's such a busy yarn. So you can look at your stash. If you have a solid color, you might try it in that first because you will use your specialty rows to make it the first time probably, I would hope. And then you can drop those if you were making it from a busy yarn like this. But I wasn't thinking about that. I just wanted to be sure that I made the pattern for any kind of yarn. So just because I made this out of a neutral ombre doesn't mean you have to pick a busy yarn. You could pick a solid yarn. It would be quite gorgeous. So anyway, I wanted to show this to you. This is my progress I've made. I am going to put some sleeves in this. I'm not sure how long the sleeves will be, but optionally you could leave them this length and just put an edging on there and just use it as a short sleeve cardigan. Maybe in the spring, maybe that will be a good spring cardigan to make. And for this one I might put long sleeves in it. I probably will, because in the spring I'd like to wear this with a tank top, and with the tank top I'd probably want some sleeves in it, you know, just to keep me warm. And on a cool day you'd want to have some sleeves in it, but that's totally up to you. You can make it however you want. And the stopping it right here is a very natural way to stop. You don't have to do anything totally special. Just after you join the yoke, then you just don't add a sleeve to it. After you finish the body, you just don't add the sleeve to it. Just add an edging along there and you're good to go. So if you want to do the sleeves, I will definitely put all the instructions you need in the pattern so that you'll know how to add a sleeve. And hopefully in the next week or two I'll have this finished and I can model it for you. I have to make a confession. I have been working on several projects. One I'm going to show you on Thursday, and my whips are starting to pile up again. And I received a new project bag from Mary Maxim. They sent me this project bag for free because I had spent some money there at their online store, and I'll show that to you on Thursday as well. So lots of things to do on Thursday, so be sure to tune in. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I release a video. So I will see you again on Thursday. Now let's do the giveaways for today. I know and Joe's video is coming up right after this, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But today's video is all about different kinds of giveaway, and I'd like to show you what I have to give away today. This is a crochet surprise. This crochet surprise is for the emoji pillows, and I've shown these several times on my show. Really like these. These are so cute. The dimensions are 14 inches in diameter, so they're pretty good size pillows. This is one of the free crochet boxes, that crochet surprise boxes that was sent to me by Peg Chandler. Peg, thank you so very much for that. This is one that will go out today to a lucky giveaway winner, and there was a keyword for that as well, and I think it was surprise. It was surprise. That was the keyword for that. So if you had that in your comment, you'll be in the running for that. I'm also giving away an It's a Wrap. This is a cake of yarn, very beautiful. It's by Red Heart. There are some patterns out on Yarn Inspirations that you can use, or you can use this in conjunction with a mohair and use one of my patterns or some other patterns. There's lots of patterns out there for shawls. It's very beautiful, crocheted up, very, very beautiful, and it's beautiful all by itself. I really prefer that. I know I did a crochet surprise box earlier last year, and it was beautiful, beautiful shawl that I made with this. So it wasn't the exact color. I think this is called Romance. I'm not sure if that's the color that I used before. It might have been. I don't know. But I do like it. It's very, very soft, and it's a high quality yarn, very nice yarn, and there's plenty in here to make a wrap or a shawl with. So I'm giving this away, and the keyword was wrap. So if you wrote that in your comment, you'll be in the running for that as well. And for all you quilters out there, the word was quilt to enter in for the Quilters World magazine. So I'm giving this away. This has some great patterns in it. And I'm giving it away with this. This came from Annie's Kit Clubs, and it is about quilts. So I'm putting this in there for you, and you can look through here. If you're a quilter, you might see something that you'd like to do. I think some of the clubs are pretty interesting, really. But I'll send that, and if you don't want it, that's fine. But I just wanted to send that away because I don't need it. Anyway, Quilters World, and the world was, the key word was quilt. The key word was quilt for that. And then, last but not least, is a beautiful book by Mandy O'Sullivan. This is called The 12 Months of Crochet, and it has a lot of the same patterns that were in the crochet calendar from last year. Beautiful, beautiful patterns. Look at the beautiful photography in here. And there are 12 patterns in here, and lots of information about how to make the stitches and a whole section on color and how to pick out color. So I thought that was a really nice plus. This is a hardbound book. It's very beautiful. I got it on Amazon, and I have one for myself, but I wanted to give one away, so I bought an extra one for one of my subscribers. So be sure, well, I can't say to be sure to sign up because you've already signed up for it. And the keyword for this was month, M-O-N-T-H. And if you use that word in your comment, then you will be in the running for this book. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these gifts. All right, here we are at the computer, and this is the URL from last Monday, not last Thursday, but last Monday when we signed up for these particular gifts. And let's start with the word wrap and find out how many people signed up for that. And that was 225 people signed up for the word wrap, for It's a Wrap. And let's find out who wins the It's a Wrap yarn by Red Heart. And that would be Mrs. Debbie L.W. Mrs. Debbie L.W. And there's the word wrap in her comment. So Mrs. Debbie L.W., you have won the It's a Wrap yarn. And let's check on the word surprise. And this is the word for the surprise, the crochet surprise, the crochet surprise. And let's find out how many people signed up for that. And there were 229 people that signed up for that. So pretty much everybody signed up for all of them, I would guess, except maybe quilt. That's not quite as popular because I don't have as many quilt crafters watching me, but you never know. Let's start out and find out who wins the crochet surprise box with the emoji pillows to be made. That is Sylvia Maxwell. And let's find out where there's the word surprise in her comments. So Sylvia Maxwell, you've won the crochet surprise this week. Congratulations. All right, let's scroll over here. I'm going to get the hang of this in a minute. Okay, the word surprise. Let's use the word quilt and find out who wins the Quilters magazine. And let's find out. There weren't as many people, I don't think, as I went through and looked at your comments. Yes, 81. I have 81 quilters, or people that know a quilter, that might want that quilting magazine. So there we go. And Christina Boede, Christina Boede, you have won the quilt magazine. And there's the word quilt in her comment. So Christina, you've won the Quilters World magazine. Now let's scroll over here and write the final word, and this is the keyword for the book, and the book's keyword was month because it was based on months. So let's look at that. YouTube comments. 314 people signed up for this one, so most people wanted to win the book. That's okay. We'll find out who wins the beautiful, beautiful hardbound book by Mandy O'Sullivan. That would be Sue Shires. And let's see, this month right there in her comments. So Sue, you have won the beautiful, beautiful book by Mandy O'Sullivan, 12 Months of Crochet. Congratulations to everyone. Well, congratulations to all of our winners. Please email me your mailing address and I will get that out to you right away. Now, for next week, next Monday, we'll have a giveaway. The gifts will be given away are two, and the first gift is the crochet surprise for this month. This is the crochet surprise for this month, and first of all, the tea for the month is Tranquility. Tranquility is the tea. It's a green tea, and they always put a bag of tea into the crochet surprise box. So if you don't know about crochet surprise, it's a monthly subscription, and this is sponsored. They do send this to me for free, and I said I would give it away to one of my subscribers and pay the postage. So that's the deal. And I just wanted you to know that this is a sponsored part of the giveaway for next week. So anyway, this is the crochet surprise. So the crochet surprise for next week is a pair of comfy slippers. And here's a picture of those comfy slippers. Let me hold that up there. And these are for crocheting. So you crochet these slippers, and you can crochet with this box 2 pairs of female slippers or a female and a male pair of slippers. So they give you enough yarn for that. You can always go and purchase more and use the same pattern if you want to. But they've included Bernat, Softy Chunky in there. I've used this. I think I used this on one project a long time ago, but it's really nice. It's a size 6 yarn, so it's a fast crochet. I'm sure that those slippers won't take long at all. And it's a beautiful, beautiful color. This is called gray blue, and you can use this for one pair and then use the other for the other. There are 2 skeins of the gray blue, and then there are 3 skeins of the gray heather. And it's just a gray, beautiful gray, but it's I don't want to take it out of the plastic, but it's 3 skeins of gray and 2 skeins of blue. So you can, as I said, make 2 pairs of women's slippers or a pair of women's and a pair of men's slippers with this box. And again, you can go get the yarn and make some more if you want to. It's probably a very easy pattern because they tend to try to make their patterns available to everyone who has a subscription. So if you have a subscription and you're a beginning crocheter, it's a great subscription because you get to make all kinds of different things, and the patterns are never really difficult to make. They're very doable patterns, and that's the way I like to make my patterns as well. The reason I don't use complicated stitch patterns and row patterns and stitch counts and all that is so that anyone who can crochet, you know, the basic stitches can make my patterns as well as the crochet surprise patterns in their box. So this is the box that will go to someone next week, and you have to put the word slipper in the comment down in the bottom. Write a comment and use the word slipper, S-L-I-P-P-E-R, slipper, and you'll be in the running for the crochet surprise for next week. Now the second gift for next week is a little bit special. Besides the crochet surprise being special, love the crochet surprise, but the second gift is a pattern called the Weekender, and this is my pattern for the cardigan that I made a few months ago. Really love it. I wear it all the time, especially to church over a skirt. You can wear the long one over jeans. I made 2. I made a very long Weekender in a size 4 yarn. It was red currant. It was by King Cole, and you may remember that. If you look for the Weekender pattern rollout, you can see that. The next one I made was with Scarfie. I made it with Scarfie yarn. This is the denim Scarfie yarn. I'm giving away 1,000 yards, about 3 skeins of Scarfie yarn, and you can make a Weekender with that. Just make it a little bit shorter, maybe just below the hip, and you'll have enough yarn to make it from. And if you run out, you can order this from Lion Brand. They still carry the Scarfie yarns, so I don't think you'll need it though. And I made the I can't remember if I upsized the hook when I made this out of Scarfie yarn. I can't remember if I used an L hook or if I went up to the next size, would be an MN hook. I crocheted the worsted in an L hook, which is this pink hook, and it's an 8mm hook. And then I may have upsized to a 9.0 MN hook. This is the clover. It's kind of an orangey color back here. The top one here is the one I used for the size 4 yarn. The bottom one I believe I used for the Scarfie yarn, and don't hold me to that. I'll have to look back at the video to remember how I did it. The gift is for 3 big skeins of Scarfie yarn, and each skein has 312 yards. Would be plenty in a bulky size to make the Weekender. So the gift next week will be 3 skeins of Scarfie in the denim color and the pattern. I'm just going to print another pattern off and send that with it, and that will be the gift number 2 for next week. And if you'll write weekend, W-E-E-K-E-N-D, weekend, not weekender, but write the word weekend, like I'm going off this weekend. Write that in your comment and you'll be in the running for that particular gift. The other gift is, of course, the slippers from Crochet Surprise, and the word slipper. Please use the word slipper, not slippers, but take the S off the end. Just use the word slipper for your keyword in your comment. So slipper and weekend. That should be easy to do. Appreciate each one of you so much. Appreciate you very much. And for subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. Be sure you like this video if you haven't done it already. And right now I'm going to present Jo of Jo for Totes, and she's going to show you two beautiful, beautiful project bags that are custom project bags, and then I'll be back to say goodbye afterward.
It's Jo with Jo for Totes, and today I have made bags for two different women who've been waiting a long time. And so I'm very happy to show these to you today. The first one is a set of four different bags that go to Karen. And Karen lives in Santa Ana, California. And she's very patriotic, and her husband is a veteran. And so she sent me this fabric that she wanted her bags made out of, and as you can see, it's very pretty, and just has the red, white, and blue in it. I'll show you her medallion. She didn't want any sides, but she wanted a top zipper, so I found this red, white, and blue little bead to go on that zipper. She also wanted a back zipper pocket, so that has the star fabric on it. And I put that same bead on this pull tab. Her handles have a red embroidered design on them. Threads everywhere in my house, especially in this room. Well, I still didn't get it. But I'll go over it with a fine-tooth comb before I mail it off to her tomorrow. And on the inside, she wanted a pocket on one side, or a pouch on one side, which she wanted room for two, or sleeves for two different embroider hooks, and room for her new phone. So I put that on one side, and the other side she wanted a clear vinyl pocket with a snap. So there's her snap on that pocket. It closes very easy, and she'll be able to see everything she has in that bag. The bottom is blue, and the handles are blue to complement the blue in the fabric. So just very patriotic fabric. Excuse me. And she wanted a zipper pouch for her notions. So that has a red zipper and red, white, and blue set of beads on it. And the inside is the blue star fabric. And then she wanted two drawstring pouches, which I love to make. And I had enough fabric to make them a little different. So this one has two cakes in it, and this one is just flat. So they're just the different fabrics that she gave me. And on the inside are the other fabrics that she gave me. So I'll tell you a quick little story about my family history. My father was in the Air Force, and my mother was in the Navy when they met in California, and she was an air traffic controller. And they met each other at a friend's wedding. They got married not too much later after that, a few months, I think, actually. And my mother was a little older for a bride at 27, and my father's a few years older than her. Anyway, my older sister was born in California, and then my father was transferred to Nagoya, Japan, where I was born, and then to Mobile, Alabama, where our little sister was born. And so then I married a Navy man, and then one of my daughters married a Navy man. So our blood runs red, white, and blue. So I was very excited to make this patriotic set of bags. And I have another set of bags that are probably due in a couple of months to be made that also has patriotic fabric. So it's really kind of fun to do that. I enjoy doing it very much. This other bag goes to Tricia, who lives in Christopher, Illinois. And I don't know if she's about ready to get slammed with this nor'eastern that's coming in later today and tomorrow. But Tricia, this will be after the fact, but I hope you survived that and didn't lose power, which they're predicting a lot of people will. But anyway, she wanted a bag that had planets on it, an outer space bag. And I just think this turned out so cute. She picked both the fabrics for this coordinating pocket and this, of course, and on the inside I put an orange to complement the orange planets. And she has some orange pins that she wants to put, or some pins that she's going to be putting on these orange planets. So I'm going to ask her to send me a picture of that, because I'd love to see how that is. I put a darker orange stitch on the handles so that it would coordinate some and wouldn't show that much dirt. The bottom is black, as the handles are that I showed you. And one really nice thing about this bag is that it doesn't have any top closures. So if you're using a bag at home just to keep your things right beside your chair where you crochet, this is a perfect bag for that. It's got the stitch markers, as they all do. And I didn't show you the one for Karen, but I want to show you that in a second. But so the inside is just completely plain, no pockets, nothing to get in the way, just a bunch of yarns going in that bag, I bet you. Which is perfect if you're using it at home. So I had another friend of mine that I made a bag for send me some stitch markers, and she sent me quite a few, and they're patriotic, and I hope this shows up. So one's a butterfly and the other is a heart with flags, with the flag colors on it. So I included that in with Karen, so I hope she likes that. So anyway, until I see you next time, this is Jo with Jo for Totes. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Jo, thank you so much for sending that video. We love to see your new bags. And Jo told me this morning that she's not taking any orders right now because she is about 20 bags behind. So she's not taking any orders right now. But once she decides to do that, I'll be the first one to say, send an email to Jo. But I'm not putting Jo's email down in the description box this time because she's not ready to take on any more orders. But I just wanted you to see the beautiful, beautiful bags that she's created. This is her craft, and it's a very beautiful craft. I have lots of her bags, as you know, and I've really enjoyed using those for my projects. So, Jo, thank you for the video. Appreciate it so much. Well, I'm going to leave that right there. I will see you again on Thursday. Look for me then, and let's find out what's on the hook.